How's everybody doing? We're back. We got a special guest today.
Oh, for sure.
We haven't spoken to this guy in a long time. Some people know him as Bryan, others as Marvel Cards Up. He used to be Mr. SEG. What's going on, man?
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
How you been, man?
I've been chilling, dude. I've been hanging out, doing pretty good.
Nice.
How about you? You guys been doing good?
Yeah, man. Still enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're still recording podcasts week to week. It's a week to week basis with me, So as long as it's fun. But
I know you wanted to talk about your top 3 things on your
yeah,
mountain.
just top things of the week that we're looking forward to. Just complaints. We love to complain about shit. I mean, the first thing I'm looking forward to though is, I finally bought that Mr. Freeze 6 scale for Mondo figure. I'm hoping to get that with my Catwoman and Joker and Batman. Have the whole set.
How big is it?
It's 6 scale, so it's about a foot big.
Oh shit, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And
is it cartoon Mr. Freeze or
cartoon Mr. Freeze.
Okay, that's a cool one.
Yeah, it comes with like his crying phase where you can put him on his knees and shit, It's crazy.
That's the hobby face.
Yeah.
Comes with this hobby face.
For sure. The other thing, I'm still waiting to see that suspended animation Doom. I just want to see what artwork they use for that. I haven't seen it. I've asked people, they haven't seen it. So, they're
that's
probably
a good thing you bring that up though. Because
Yeah.
that's probably like my current complaint. I mean, honestly, I don't even like complaining about shit because it's just pointless.
Yeah.
But one of them is definitely not annual the set, because they actually killed it with that set.
Yeah, I think that they were good.
As far as it like having
variety.
A good assortment of shit, numbered suspended animations, which they did a really good job on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The complaint is people treating it like a high-end product.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's not, dude. It's the absolute lowest end product that ever has for Marvel. So I'm looking at these prices and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Because it doesn't make sense. Like you're gonna ask 500 for this, but yet you're gonna not buy Masterpieces Bianchi auto for more than 150. Like, are you guys on crack?
Yeah, the Bianchis are too low.
So that's kind of like my number one complaint right now is just people think anything that comes out and they just get horny for it and they try to rob. So
yeah. It's almost like they don't know the hierarchy, like it's I always attribute to lack of education, but I don't even know anymore. Like it's not that difficult to understand like what premium sets are. So people just trying to fleece people out here.
Well, as you know, I think what keeps happening with the hobby is a lot of times it keeps getting forced to grow, like instead of just naturally growing and organically. Again, there's always people trying to pump something. It's just natural. But I think the problem here is that since there's been no product, this is to what's been bothering you. Like something new comes out and everybody's hyped about it. Why? Because all the people with money have an opportunity. It's like an equal playing field for them because it's a new set. Versus, I feel like they understand already that they're not going to be able to compete with the older stuff. Like they either missed out or they're not willing to come at these entry points, right? Like for what they currently go for. So I think that's what's going on. So right now you see annual and they're treating it like the 2022 but yeah, that's because that's either that or Spidey Metal for them right now, or Ultra Avengers.
Ultra, and it is like introduction of characters that have been on the ban list, so I get the excitement for that. But yeah, man, this is definitely like it's the entry point to Marvel cards.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
and then they have some really cool stuff on there, like the vending machine stickers are pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
A couple of the number one spots were done really well.
Mhm.
Um, the silvers are pretty decent,
Yeah.
but it can't be treated like premier or masterpieces. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
just kick rocks with that. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is stuff that we should be buying our kids, and our kids bag hold for, however long, right? Like
Yeah.
20 years, 30 years. Like, this should be like their entry point into the hobby. But anyways, I mean,
Yeah, man, like, not every numbered card is equal to other numbered cards,
yeah, not
and
at
I
all.
think people fail
Hey,
to recognize that.
yeah, I mean, that's where look, we've never, Brian, like even when we're doing videos before, like we never fully always just did like the sports, what sports is doing
Mhm.
with Marvel. And I feel like one thing they should do though, from sports kind of ish to a certain extent, right? Or at least the concept of it, is understanding that first year is not second year.
Yeah,
And the same thing for here for Marvel. You know, if the new Marvel masterpieces come out, it's still not 2016 or 2018 for that matter.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. The other thing I had is just, man, I'm waiting to get some cards back from PSA, so they're about to grades are about to pop this week. I'm excited, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
They've
Hey,
been
on
out
that
there.
note, shout out to you, Brian, on that, man. I've been noticing you've been tending everything. What's going on over there?
Oh, yeah,
Not
man.
everything, man.
Well, a lot. Is that
Yeah,
fair?
yeah, yeah. I'm getting my share. I'm
Nice.
probably at like 30% average, which I
Yeah.
think is super low, but man, sometimes they just kill you.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the cool thing about you know what why it seems sorry to cut you off, but why it seems like you're grading or getting a lot of tens is you're one of the few people that know what to grade, right? So when I see what you're getting tens on, it's tens that I would want to get from. You know what I mean? Like, so I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, this was getting nothing but tens. That's because
Difficult. Yeah,
you know
on
what
that
difficult shit.
note, maybe I'll open up my case for you.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, man, absolutely. Well, I already reached out to you about a card, and it's not even a 10, and I reached out to you. You know what I mean?
yeah, for
So
sure.
that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Like, going into like the future of the hobby, I'm probably not gonna be going into the future at all, really. Maybe like a tiny bit. Like, I saw about a blaster of Fleer Ultra Avengers. I bought it because I'm weak. And
Because of
it was like, come
Yeah,
on, I gotta get
yeah,
it.
yeah,
So, but for me, like my PC I thinned down. So
yeah,
my my like single characters PC are only gem 10s numbered under 500. And then I just have my sets. I'm just trying to get sets graded as highly as possible.
yeah,
And that's what keeps me in it. It keeps me in the past. I'm grabbing all that stuff while people are blowing loads on the new stuff. Really doesn't really do it for me. I don't want to say they're shitty sets because that's kind of subjective. It's
yeah.
just not sets for me, you
And
know?
you know, what I take, and I think we're all on the same page. But what I
Mhm.
take is like what the season we're on now is like, it's like a second chance to go back because obviously, like you said, you're thinning down your PC. I've been thinning down my PC. Doom has been thinning down his PC. So now that when we're getting some of our funds back that we originally put into some of these pieces, now we get to pick, and we know what's rare and what's special,
Yeah,
and what we still go back to and look at versus what we just bought out of FOMO or,
right.
because we
Yeah,
OCD kicked in or whatever the case might have been.
And you can let like 5 or 6 things go to pick up that one thing you wanna add,
exactly.
or
Yeah.
Yeah,
send off like that big submission in hopes to get those things you need to add. So, that's kind of where I've been at.
hmm,
Right now, I finished the 2009 Archives, Spider-Man Archive set in Gem 10.
that's crazy. Yeah,
I'm 70% done with the PSA Gem 10 of that set.
Woo.
So I'll have 2 of those. Um, Full disclosure, that's my favorite set of all time.
Yeah.
2009 Archives. That's my hands down my favorite set. 2018 Masterpieces number 2, and then 2012 Greatest Heroes is my number 3.
Nice.
You know, so I'm trying to get all of those sets graded. The Masterpieces are really, really tough.
Yeah.
Because the best, I mean, you can get 10s. Like I've gemmed some Masterpiece stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, 9s is what it's going to be. So
and I'm sure you've noticed that more than anybody because you grade often, like especially these sets. If you notice, like it's crazy how with Rittenhouse you have like 2009 Spider-Man where I feel it gems really well in general, right? But you got X-Men Archives and some of those inserts, you're lucky to get a 9.
You're lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, the foiled ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dude, 9's on the Ready for Action foils.
Yeah.
Like you should jump. That's
it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I probably have about 40 of them pack pooled, and they won't get 8s. Like,
that's wild.
Yeah, I remember I showed you when I saw those 9s online. I was like, man, no one's picking these up for $30 and $35.
And that kind of goes into like what you said before, like just the general knowledge of value on graded things. You know, not everybody is integrated, and that's cool. I mean, I have a gang of stuff that I don't grade. But for the people who are integrating, when you get like a 100-point stock card, dude, you get a 10 on that. That's like the unicorn.
Yeah.
You know? 9s shouldn't be treated as the same as 9s from, let's say, like 90 MU.
No.
Right? Where 9s are selling for barely slab fee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
9s on like X-Men metal should be way more coveted than 9s on the older sets. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy how everything case by case, and I think that's what people don't understand. They try to like just put everything under one blanket, and it doesn't work that way. Like now, because we know that though, that's our advantage of why when we pick up the 9s that we feel are undervalued.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll buy 9s all day.
You want to give them away for $15 or $20 because you just want your slap feedback and you feel like you needed a gem in order to be profitable.
You see an exquisite 9 going for like $70. Buy it. I mean, if you don't, it's I don't understand. It's like on one of my Whatnot shows, I was selling something. It was a high value card. I had a really low start fee on it, and no one was bidding. Right? Maybe the character could be. I don't know. But I was trying to explain to people who are in this stream, if I threw a $20 bill on the ground, I mean, and charged you $5 to go take it off the ground, like, why wouldn't you do that? You know, and it's the same thing. Most of those guys in the streams are resellers. You know?
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
I told them about this.
Yeah. That's wild to me. Like everybody just goes and buys each other. Like that's kind of wild.
Yeah, it is. It's like a Ouroboros, the Ouroboro, where it's just like the snake eating its tail.
Yeah.
It's cool though. It's I like it.
It serves its purpose, which is to like let go of a lot of low end.
Could do that. I let go of high end on there.
Oh, I did too, but it gets crazy sometimes. You take some big L's or you take some big
yeah. I got scars on my wrist, man. But it's the perceived value of things, it isn't like consistent at all. You know, like no one should be asking $500 for an annual card unless it's like a 101, right?
Yeah,
no one should. But yet, like a Spider-Man pink can't do 15.
Yeah.
75. right?
You know what's crazier to me than that? I'll give you one, and this we don't even have to go to like. It's easier to pick on like the annual, right? For example, because it's like you said, it's an entry point
Yeah,
product. But we could even go back when Spider-Man Metal first dropped. What some of these people were paying for green PMGs, where at the time there was a 2016 Juiceco Spider-Man Silver Spectrum BGS 95 for 12K OBO. And people were spending, and there's the comps, to go check them. Like people were dropping 13K, 15K on greens, but there was that 2016 Silver Spectrum sitting there for 11K,
yeah,
That's crazy.
already graded a 9.5. Like how many of the other 10 are gonna be 9 gems?
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
thicker
Maybe
stock.
one or
Going back
two.
to your point, right, about the thicker stock. So again, people make these fumbles all the time, and they're obvious. Like they should be obvious, at least if you understand like what we're talking about, like importance of sets and like who's a bigger character than whom.
Right.
And those are like soup. I don't know. Doesn't get more obvious than a Spider-Man Silver Spectrum from Juiceco. Like,
No, I mean that's just nuts.
That's crazy.
That is just nuts because that's like a centerpiece card,
mhm.
you
Yeah.
know, and there's no way that I don't know what was selling for like 12K in Spider-Man, but I know
No,
like
the Venom Green PMG did a lot.
yeah, so like Venom, I know Thor did a lot. I know like Superior Spider-Man did a lot.
Yeah.
Like none of those could really hold a torch to the Jusco 16.
First year modern MM versus what, fourth, fifth, sixth year PMG?
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter Porker Green PMG did like around over 4,000 at that time.
So insane.
It's it was
That's
out of
insane
whack.
because you could get for like $1,000 more a full orange set 1 through 90,
Yeah.
number to 99, right? Just
Yeah.
a complete set grail. And yeah, like I don't understand the logic, and it drives me nuts sometimes thinking about it. So I try not to.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
I try to just do my own shit.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep scrolling like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
think everybody started doing that as well, man. Like just going back and really going over what you really value yourself,
Yeah.
regardless of the market value, and then let go of everything else. Like there's no reason to hold it. It's time for, I feel like I've like it's been maybe in cycles of every 6 months or so that we get a new wave of collectors, whether it's a handful or 100 of them.
yeah,
But
Mhm.
you see them that they're after some of the stuff that we're ready to let go.
right.
Yeah.
Because when we also forget, and going back to your original issue with people not understanding what to value now, it's just not having access to the stuff we have, right? So when we
Yeah.
start letting go, that helps the ecosystem, if you will, right?
Right.
Because they're looking for some of these pieces that we're ready to let go. Like matter of fact, as an example, like someone reached out to me. I had a doubles of a surfer buyback, one of your favorite inserts, the buybacks. Um, but hey, like I had that for 2 years, and I thought it was cool for someone else to enjoy one.
Right.
You know? So, and the things that I'm ready to let go like that, that's what I've been doing. Just keeping my own personal copy. What's been hard is some pieces where I have three of, but I still haven't graded, and I want to obviously keep the highest graded.
Right.
But I haven't graded them, so I'm in a tough spot because people are asking me for some, and I'm like, yeah, well, wait till I grade them. But then I keep like procrastinating on the
Yeah,
grading.
it's lacking. Like we had that $15 promo. That was like perfect time to get stuff graded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that promo is gonna break me. It's
I,
gonna
s-
break me.
I
I think
sent
I
a
have like
bunch of Batman stuff too. I
I
took
have like
advantage of it.
600 cards up there right now.
Yeah.
Huh?
I have like 600 at PSA right now because of that stupid ass promo.
I have about
Mhm.
50.
The
Yeah.
cool thing about PSA though is that you don't pay until you receive them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's just a big dick slap. Like
Yeah.
when you
Still.
least expect it. Hey, we're
Yeah.
3 weeks ahead of schedule, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get a layaway system. Come on.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I just see it as like it gives you enough time. Like if you really needed to move a piece because that's about to be due. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, going into what you were saying too, about like newer people coming into the hobby. They might want 2016 masterpieces, but then they see the price of a box and then they run.
Yeah.
Right. So when you see the price of masterpieces box out, what are those at? Like $5,000, $4,000 for a box or something like that for
For which
2016?
one?
2016.
2016? Oh, I haven't seen the last comp, but if I had to guess, I would say minimum 3K, something like
Yeah,
that.
let's just go with the minimum, right? Like 3K. That's craziness. And then you go on eBay and you're getting them for like $7, right? All hard stamped, hard numbered, and like it just doesn't make sense. Either the
Yeah.
box prices have to come down or the card prices have to go up. Like you got to make
Yeah.
up your mind. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, I think that's because people don't understand how. Not even they understand the price of the box because, like you said, they see it and run. But what they don't understand is the rarity of these pools, right? They
Yeah.
don't value
It's
them
tough.
because they see so many in the market. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's say
Right.
there's 10 or 20 oranges that they're like, oh, it must be not that special if there's 20 of them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they don't know that it was one per box.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
much is a box? You know what I mean? To your point. So that's what I'm saying. They're not putting those two together. A lot of the more and more we've been noticing, it's far and few between of people that actually come in and understand these things just either instinctively or they through research or they network with other people and either talk to someone and they break things down to you and that's the
Right.
way that's more than anything why a lot of the time we make these conversations public
Yeah.
is just so people have a better understanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More than anything, I'm
Yeah.
sure you're gonna catch a gem.
And see, I let masterpieces go. Like I'll do shows where I just sell masterpieces and I'll
Mhm.
let them go, right? Like get them into people's hands, get them familiar with them. Like,
Yeah.
holy crap, this card's hard stamped to, there's only 999 of these, or there's only 499 of these, or 199. Like, there has to be some way to get people to understand that when it comes to like masterpieces and premiere, they can't be simps on that. Like, the hobby can't simp on it,
Mhm.
right? It's kind of like the one tragic thing about the hobby that I really like don't like, I guess, if
Mhm.
that's I mean,
Yeah.
it's just to me it's tragic that
Yeah.
we put such a high value on recycled art from comics and not
Yeah.
original art, you know?
Mm.
I mean, it's also been a while since there was like a masterpiece release. I'm sure it's all gonna change when a new one comes out. People are gonna finally like try to go back. Everything's gonna go up.
Yeah, it'll change. It'll
It's
definitely
definitely
change.
gonna the hype machine's gonna get started. Yeah, we know
It'll
what's
be
gonna happen.
higher than ever.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we're recently having a conversation with Free and Crypto. Shout out to both of them. But you
Mm.
know, they were talking about comics, and you know, I was telling them like that's again how even though we're on a slower season for Marvel, as far as like you said on people understanding what to pick up from the older sets, like in comics, you can't find something that's a 9 out of 10. That's usually like a Silver Age 9.8. You know,
Right.
like it tells to astonish you know, my favorite cover to just to bring it up again, that only has 11 in a 9.8. So it's something of that rarity. Obviously not of that historical significance or age, right? But I'm
Mm.
just talking
Yeah.
about the actual rarity of it. And right now you could actually just find diamonds still, and people are not picking up diamonds.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're
There's
out of
still a
10.
lot of rare stuff.
They're
Yep.
not picking up Bianchi Speckles out of 99
Yeah.
Yeah.
of good
Those are nice.
characters. So my point is, I think what happened is that again, those new collectors that have been here for 6 months plus, you could tell the hobby's healthy because in the rare cards, like I've lost, Doom knows this. I've lost 2 or 3 auctions recently that I thought for sure I was going to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so that means people are starting to identify what really has value now.
Right.
So in order for the rest of it to have value, we need more people to join the hobby.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And unfortunately, what I think is going on is you have a lot of dudes in the hobby who try to operate Marvel the same way that sport operates,
Mhm.
where it's just rip and flip. And that's not that's not how it works, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's different. It's a different methodology when it comes to like the sentimentality of characters,
Yeah.
you know? With sport, you're burning through packs. There's your one hit. You're throwing the rest in a box, and then you're taking that one card and trying to get as maximum value as you can for it.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening with a lot of the product these days is people are just disregarding all the other cool shit so that they can get to their one low number card and try to get 10K for it,
Yeah.
you know, instead of like appreciating everything that they're getting right away.
Yeah.
You know what it is too is that if you think about it, you were comparing or we were talking about sports again, but it almost in a way it has I feel more of a closer relationship to Pokemon than it does to sports, in the sense that this community you have to be really a collector. You could sell, obviously we all sell, but you have to be a collector to understand everything we've been explaining. If
Yeah.
you just want to be like you said a breaker, it's going to be tough for you to be to do it well because you don't understand these things and the reason you're not going to probably learn them is because you're not really interested
Right.
in
And we have a lot of sus breakers too. You know, like we got breakers who fake like collectors
yeah.
Oh
and they're
wow.
not, you know.
That's
And
crazy.
I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to get into all that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Drama's not my fucking middle name. But you've got guys who constantly break and they don't collect. So they themselves are not gaining the knowledge. Like when you're a collector, right? You're like, okay, I got these, 50 cards. And then you
Mhm.
start going like, what's the 51st? Like, oh shit, this whole set existed? What? And then that's where your understanding of the different tiers of product come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And yeah, it can't just be like ripping open a pack, taking that fifth card, like Pokemon, dude. Like, there's some fun ass Pokemon characters,
Yeah.
but these guys, man, they're just flipping through that shit, getting to that one card, and they'll just throw that whole stack on the mat,
Yeah. It's crazy.
like this shit doesn't exist. And I see that in Marvel, dude. Like, bam, 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 woo! And it's like, dude,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
tell
like they're
me.
a magician who just did a trick in front of you. This didn't happen.
Yeah. But their whole spiel leading up to it is like, oh, this original art, I love it. Oh,
Yeah.
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 Nah, dude, they don't give a fuck. They're just like, what's the lowest number that I can sell for the highest amount to these people?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And their PC is probably like shit they can't sell. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just a box of stuff that they haven't sold yet is their PC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
The
yeah,
base
that
cards.
guy.
Right? Like
Yeah.
they have no intention of keeping it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? No
Just
intention of
shit they're
like,
stuck with.
I
yeah,
remember. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not gonna name names either, but I remember there was a person that fits that description that you even helped out. Like I remember you asked this person who was new to the community, you're like, hey, who do you PC? And he told you the character and you sent him cards. He's all, yo, dude, I PC, I'm never gonna sell these. Thanks again, Brian. Dude
Peace.
sold his collection like 6 months later.
Peace. Shit pops up on Facebook.
Yeah.
I hate to let this go.
Yeah.
It kills me to sell this. Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's crazy.
it's wild if you're coming into Marvel cards and ignoring like the history of sets and like the significance of the artwork. because that's mostly what it. I mean, mostly what it comes down to is very subjective on characters and rankings of characters, but artwork is superior.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's
And dude, like 18 Bianchi.
yeah.
I can't tell you a bad card in that set. Every damn card is spectacular.
Yeah.
From Wrecker all the way to Spider-Man. Like, it's just a beautiful, beautiful set. And then you have stuff like Spider-Man Metal, where you know, yeah, I mean, I'll go into like, I'll bring in a recycled art set, right?
Yeah.
Because original art sets, not a lot of them are bad. You know,
Right. Yeah.
like some have their hits and misses. Like even in Jesco's set, there's a couple cards I don't particularly care for. Palumbo's set the same way.
Yeah.
But like when you can appreciate the actual art, you know, and like for Spider-Man Metal, the Miles Morales card, right? Two of the worst art choices they could possibly have had.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And they could have chose from, you know, thousands of other pieces. Maybe not thousands. I know they get like a folder of pre-approved.
Limited amount. Yeah.
But it was like a Pacelli Miles that's zoomed in too much with his mask off. And then a hooded Miles that's just strange.
It's a lot of weird design choices on that set.
A lot of weird stuff on that set.
A lot.
You know, but it's Spider-Man. It's Mr. Liquid, you know, so everyone is like, let's get as much as we can and sell as much as we can of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I don't want to stray off that subject because one thing I do want to bring up in Spider-Man is the disrespect for like oranges and turquoise and pink.
Right.
Like people have to, I don't want to say that. People should value those more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still low numbered. Like
yeah, they don't have to.
Yeah.
But they should. Right?
Yeah.
They look decent. You know, I've seen oranges out of 25 go for like $12.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's 50 cents a number.
Yeah. They're definitely not base cards. Come on. You know?
My bad. Something threw me off, man. I don't know. That was like a UFO noise or something out of nowhere. I was like, what?
You heard that?
Yeah.
That was my wife's ringtone.
Okay. I'm just happy it wasn't just me that heard that. You know?
No, check outside your window, Lucifer. You know, they might be coming for you.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, they got me. Yeah, I've been into, and I think I've shared something even with you, Brian. I've been dabbling a little bit in foreign comics.
A little bit, yeah.
You know, looking into like Batman, because I'm just doing stuff for fun. Right now it's like I'm not. None of these things I'm personally picking up are to sell. They're just PC.
Yeah,
and you might see it on sale 2 weeks from now. No. Bro,
you just got a package. You just sent me one.
Yeah, and but yeah, just looking into like some Batman pieces and foreign comics, just mainly those two.
Yeah, I saw that Doom one you got.
Oh yeah, Secret Wars.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, he's a comic book collector now. You know, it's the comic book saga, which is cool. You know, I think a lot of people are just heading into other directions, right? Like we've seen people go into comics, go into original art, other IPs, and then go into Star Wars.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff out there for sure. I mean, what's the one you showed me today, Lucy? That was like a Mickey Mouse, or what was it?
Oh, we're not talking about that.
Yeah. What is
It was
this?
in
Yeah,
Talk
nah, you
about
gotta
Mickey
tell
Mouse.
people, nah, come on.
No, we're not. Come on, man. They're on a 2 week delay.
Wait. This is the person who said people were afraid of competition, no? That's what I heard last time. So,
Yeah,
what's up now? What happened?
no, competition is fine, but they didn't do the research. That's more competition. You want me to
Hey,
tell
I'm
them?
broke. I'm broke, dude. Don't worry about me. I'm
No,
not
I'm
picking
not
on
worried
Mickey
about you.
Mouse.
Though. I'll tell you backstage. Don't worry about you. Yeah, you already know what we always share with you, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
No,
Nah,
yeah, but
definitely like more Rick and Morty stuff, no, for sure.
yeah. We'll say it's like some Rick and Morty.
Okay, that's cool. That Rick and Morty set was GOAT, dude.
Yeah,
That is a great set.
yeah.
That is really
Those are nice, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna plug, because we're on the topic of other IPs, the 2023 global art set from Star Wars is
Yeah.
it's so sick. It is so super sick. I
Yeah,
love
you
it.
were showing me some of that. I had never heard about it until you showed it to me. That looks crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
I like it. I've been buying Galaxy like everyone else,
Yeah.
and I think Chrome Black, I would probably compare to like their Black Diamond,
Okay.
Topps Chrome Black, even though it's not thick cardstock. It's really good cardstock.
Hmm.
But dude, as far as like premium Star Wars sets, I'd say the Global Art set from the company with the worst name ever
yeah.
is incredible.
Hey, well, I will say you showed me those cards, right? Like, and what impressed me about them was that you showed us different designs, and they were all dope in a different way. To
Mm.
where I almost felt like AI made that somehow because it's too good and like how they it's very well designed. I'll be honest with
Different
you.
art styles. Yeah.
It's very, very well designed. And like you've got oil painted Vaders,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, these like retro posters. These are
Yeah.
pretty cool. And then you've got like cool,
Oh, yeah. That's
it's
crazy.
like it's like minimalism almost.
Yeah.
Like some of the cards have like a minimalism.
I got like a little Truman Show vibe off that one.
Oh, look at that. It's like some 70s vibe.
Yeah. Like, and then the backs, dude. The backs are almost as good as the fronts
Hmm.
because all the backs are different, and they're all like etched.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so these I've been really horny for these, and that's it, dude. And 2012 Greatest Heroes, man. That's like my shit right now.
Which one's your favorite, subset or insert set from that Greatest Heroes?
From Greatest Heroes,
Mhm.
dude, that's tough. There's not a card I don't like in the set.
Yeah.
Like I just like the actual set. Like here's a stack, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna split it, and that's fucking dope.
Yeah, no, that is a dope one.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I'll split that shit again.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. You know, there's not a card in here that Bianchi Black Panther,
Ooh.
you
Yeah.
know, like, and the artist lineup, like,
You almost made Doom want to start a Black Panther saga right now. It's not a
No,
disaster.
I'm good on that.
dude, you have Granov, Delato,
Yeah.
Sundayam,
Yeah.
Braithwaite, Zinker, like,
Oh, look at
Nice.
that.
dude, Addy Granoff Surfer.
Yeah.
There's even the artists I don't know in the set. I'm like their biggest fan because they
Yeah,
did
go
such a
research them.
good job.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know?
they really put an effort, and also like a lot of who you mentioned are big artists now, but back then they were kind of like newer.
Yeah, they were nobody. You know, it's like Spider-Man Archives. They had Scotty Young in that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
And
that's
he wasn't
crazy,
doing
Scotty
shit.
Young.
Yeah.
And
He
that's like
wasn't doing shit.
before like the style he's known for now, like he was
Mhm.
yeah,
And now I
That's
dope.
have
what,
his comics on my wall.
dude.
Like,
That's what
Yeah.
I've been into. That's what I've been into lately. The Scotty Young stuff, man.
Yeah, Scotty Young is dope, dude.
Scotty Young's been dope. Like his drawing, like it's very Pixar like. It's very Disney. You know, he's a cartoonist above everything.
I really like that Venom card I got because the colors, how he really played with the dead space in the back and different contrast color. Yeah, he's just really good.
Yeah, he reminds me kind of like if you mixed like Calvin and Hobbes and Marvel.
Yeah,
you know, like you get that feeling from it. It's just everything he does it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost like some Thomas Kincaid Disney stuff, right? Is that what you're
Definitely has Disney flair for sure.
Yeah, was that a little hint on the Mickey that you aren't talking about? You gotta
Yeah, look, I'm trying to remember. I just can't remember. I know I saw it in the morning.
He's trying to throw us off.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to do that. It's definitely not Dragon Ball. I know that.
So like the 2009 archive set, they had Delato in there. That was like his first card. You know, he did the lizard. And it looked very similar to like the Spider-Man 800 cover. It's dude.
Yeah, it's a dope set. The
older stuff that people just kind of snooze on. I can't put a value on how many times better it is than like the current stuff. Like there's no multiplier because it's just destroys everything that's come out for the last 3 years.
Yeah, the art selection on those Rittenhouse sets were top tier. And it has like the best Rhino card I've ever seen.
Oh gosh, the one where you're smashing them against the wall.
Yeah.
So you're saying like roughly around since when? Since like 2019 Flare was the last good set to you as far as original artwork?
2019 Flare was pretty damn good.
Yeah, it was good.
For having a huge amount of obscure characters like Stiltman and whoever else, they actually did a really good job on that set.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
The Flarium autos and there's a tier system just like masterpieces, but they go by 6 instead of 4.
Wait, was that the set that had the Through the Ages also? The foil cards? Where they had like
copper.
Yeah.
Golden
What I liked about those Flariums is that all the Flariums were different original arts.
Yeah.
Right? So like the base set was original art, but kind of looked consistent. All the Flariums were completely different from each other. So like you had the cartoony Lady Thor, and then like the modern art Magneto,
different styles, but yet it flowed good as a set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Peach Momoko in there.
Yeah, the Peaches. I'm working on that too.
Yeah.
I need 3 more and I'll have all of her cards from that set gem.
Yeah, Jeff Easley, Tom Fleming.
Yeah, dude, the Fleming Venom. Oh,
bro, the Scarlet Witch. I don't remember who drew that, but that was one of the nicest ones.
And for me, it's Rocket Raccoon from that set is dope to me.
Rocket was good.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
Who? Damn it, Izzy knows the name of the person who did the Scarlet.
Yeah,
we were just talking about that the other day.
That's a nice one.
The Moon Knight, of course, which is like 4th trillion space box.
And then those cards that everybody's trying to get 10s, the totemics.
Oh yeah, those ones. Dude, that's cool, dude. You should see the talent level of those things.
That's crazy.
And then you had like didn't they have those shiny cards?
Oh, the Matters, Antimatters,
yeah.
Those were dope.
With a rainbow foiling on them.
They had the patches. They were like comic square patches.
Yeah, I still got the black suit, the SSP.
Do you?
Yeah. I have mine for sale on eBay. I mean, someone's gonna like it, but I'm gonna be honest, like it's not for me because it reminds me of a picnic table cloth.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's the worst card design ever.
but if you like Black Suit and you like SS super short printed cards, hit up my eBay. I got one.
Yeah, that was the one. And then after that, what was the next release after Flare? I
It
don't
was
think I remember.
Premiere.
Premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I feel like Premiere will never get its due.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's mainly viewed as like a sketch card set.
Yeah.
And not only that, I also think it's because even though it's original art, it's more like digital than you know what I mean? So I think people value it less. Like you put less value knowing that it's digital versus someone actually took the time. You know
To
what I mean?
create
It's
something
like,
original. Yeah.
it's
I
like
can see that.
yeah, it's like difference between buying like a quartz watch versus a mechanical watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you have recycled art going for way more than Premiere. And it just kind of throws that whole like argument in disarray, because the recycled art, I mean, it's not original either.
Yeah.
And Premiere art, I like Premiere art a little bit more than like the recycled art from, let's say, like Spider-Man Metal or X-Men Metal, which X-Men Metal gets a bad rap to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the last set before Upper Deck just kind of like gave up. They just fucking like gave up.
I mean, yeah, they introduced like inserts that were actually intriguing, like the what are the colored ones? The purely periodics were nice.
Yeah,
Like
those
it
are
was a
nice.
new
Awesome
concept.
set. The geodes looked amazing.
Those are being disrespected right now. The periodics, by the way. Just being honest, like people
Yeah.
are not understanding what
The
they are.
the pinks out of 75, fucking gorgeous.
But going back to what Bryan was saying real quick about the recycled art, one thing I will say that there's ways to do it if you're going to do it. And I'll give you a great example, like across a couple companies. Like it's the Gambit that's on the X-Men archives, right? That's a base card,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks dope. Just if you look at that card alone, right?
Yep.
Then you see it in a Marvel Beginnings hologram. Who's not going to want it in a hologram?
Right.
It's recycled art, but it's still a dope Gambit artwork, right?
Right.
Then you get in the 75th gold border.
Mm.
So it's like, yeah, it's recycled artwork, but if you have great card design behind it, you
Yeah.
get away with it.
The way they present it, yeah, you have to bring a variety.
Well, they're also picking the coolest damn, because there are like in some of the sets that are recycled, there are like some cards where I'm like, God damn, that shit is sick.
Yeah.
Like the nullified Wolverine.
Yeah, that was sick.
Can't not like that, you know?
Yeah.
But it seems like they aren't picking the best possible artwork for the character, right? Like that's what it seems like for me. Like in X-Men Metal, I'd say as far as low series goes, they used some incredible recycled art. High series, some of it's like, come on, but for the most part, like the low series, they really took their time and pulled like some great recycled art. For Spider-Man, goddamn, dude, like they could have done so much better.
Now, to your point, that's what bothers, I think, most of us collectors is that I don't care if it's personally, if it's recycled art in this sense, that X-Men set that you're talking about. I like the high series Gambit. That's Jim Lee artwork.
Yeah.
Right? So from that sense, I don't mind it in the set. But when you're giving me like other Gambits, but to your point, you had a huge catalog to choose from, and you threw a dart, and somehow this dart keeps landing like on the ones that I don't want to see.
Right. Yeah.
You get the 2015 Gambit PMG out of that.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I mean, I like that 2015 Gamut PMG. So, I mean, I know some people don't because he looks all girly, but
It's Peach Momoko. To me, it reminds me of Peach Momoko in a way.
Yeah, it's a little. It feels more like anime style. I like that Gambit. It might just be the colors too. I think the purples on that PMG are just crazy good. But yeah, I think that for Spider-Man Metal, for how many delays it had,
that part too.
They weren't even throwing darts, dude. They just like grabbed a folder full of paper and just threw it in the air, and just whatever they picked up is what they used for art.
Yeah, some god awful cards in there.
That's crazy. Imagine,
Uncle Ben.
No matter how it's still. Now that you think about it, now that you got me thinking about that, Brian. I don't think that's a coincidence. Like the chances of you always getting bad artwork when you grab one. Now I feel like there's a conspiracy.
Yep, dude, that's what they're doing, man. And then they probably are like, we can't make these gradable.
You know what?
Just pull out the old cutter blades.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put the new blades on Upper Deck Dog Set, right? Which, by the way, I've said it many times. The quality control on the Upper Deck Dog Set is out of this world quality. Every damn card I got back from ComC was like the minty. I could probably gem that whole set in one shot. So for them to not respect like the Marvel sets,
that's crazy.
You know what it is? Now I think about it, it's like, remember when, I don't know if for those that know, but Kanye, when he dropped the album with the poop diddy whoop, like he was just like, bro, I'm too good at this that I could just say whatever I want and people are gonna still rock to it, right?
Yeah, he's platinum.
I think Upper Deck's looking at it like, dude, watch this. These guys are just suckers. Whatever we put out there, let's throw a number on it. They're gonna gobble it up regardless of what we use.
Here's some Love and Thunder cards.
Yeah.
Hey, you can get a third variant at $7 a pack. I'm like, nah, dude, I'll buy some hockey cards.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, shout out to Arthur if you want some hockey cards, dude.
Yeah, I'm buying a crap load of hockey cards, man.
Yeah.
EPAC has me in its clutches.
Yeah, Victor was talking about that earlier to us, but I'm glad I never fell for the EPAC stuff in the sense that it was never for me. Like the Unbound, I know people can't wait for those drops. I'm glad people on the real. Like now, after being in the hobby for a little bit more than 2 years, I know I understand because it's been seasons of that Freddy and artwork as well that they do on those sets. And I get to see how it's fun for other people and they really enjoy the drops. I see like what's the allures of it or what the allure is, but it's not for me. But I just respect it from afar now. But I'm glad that it's not for me. Going back to EPAC because you could go down a rabbit hole real quick buying packs.
Man,
I see it.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Man, like this year's Unbound, I pretty much skipped. I'm only getting like the cards that I really liked. Last year, though, it was like max 3, you buy, you go back in, max 3, and it's like every Monday for 2 seconds. It's the most stressful time ever.
Yeah.
And I never want to deal with that again. But this year, I've skipped most of it. I think the only ones I've really grabbed are like the Cyclops Rogue and Carnage.
Nice.
And that was it. I don't care.
The Carnage was nice.
It was pretty good, yeah. Freddie did a really good job on this.
And I do like how they signed it in gold. So it really looks good with the contrast on the Carnage.
Mm-hmm. And now they've got canvases out of $2.99. The foiled cards, which why can't they just? I mean, Upper Deck. I like foiled cards. I like shiny shit. I'm sure you guys do.
Cheers.
2007 Masterpieces, my favorite foil cards.
Yeah.
Why can't they get it right? Why
Yeah,
can't
they've done it
Well,
before.
you just
Like,
told me why, man. Now you still, that's where I think is going on, man.
That's true, yeah. The conspiracy number 20.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't
They
know.
threw out the good foil.
yeah, saved it for Marvel Annual.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, dude. All the silvers have speckle foiling. I was like,
Yeah,
wouldn't that make sense though? Strategically, you would want to use like your best material on your worst product, or your, you know what I mean? Maybe.
oh
Huh?
man,
but Unbound is very special, right? We can't
yeah,
forget, right?
it is all the original
No, I
art.
was talking about annual. My bad.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, the speckle foil is special.
Mm,
Kaleidoscope foil is special,
yeah.
Yeah,
right?
kaleidoscope
They
special.
shouldn't be using that foiling for some shit that I can go down to the swap meet and buy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and you can go down to the swap meet and buy a box of annual and
yeah,
pull like some silver cards that look like
speckles.
the
Yeah.
hits from masterpieces. I don't like them mixing that up. I think Tops does a really good job of separating that stuff, like the Mojos and the Atomics and all that crap.
Mhm.
Um, like you wouldn't find a Mojo refractor on like some low end Tops product, right? Like
Yeah,
Target Blaster,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Baseball. You're not going to get like a Mojo foiling. They'll create a different foiling.
So do you think that devalues the insert if it's sold at a in a booster?
No, I don't think so. Because like you could still get like the Flare Ultra Avenger blaster packs or whatever. You could still get like John Belias and
You
It's
stuff
know,
just
like
tough.
that.
Yeah,
I will say that one of the cool things about it, even though most of us know that's probably 90% not the case, it is dope from a kid's perspective to feel like, hey, I could still go to the store, buy a booster, and have the possibility to pick up a platinum portrait.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not kids picking up these booster packs.
Nah, dude.
no, no.
No. It's old dudes who are like, look, this shit has the same speckle foiling. Well, I'm going to sell it for 3 times more than an actual speckle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we're a visual species. So
Yeah.
that should be like design 101 right there. Right.
That's what I tell Doom every time he talks about, shining cards. I tell him it's so obvious. Come on.
no, but like they're not. I mean, they're not consistent, right? Even with their own product and their own like foiling. So, I mean, they better have made some new fucking foiling for masterpieces then, because it looks like speckles.
Yeah. Well, I hope masterpieces, I hope they keep the same. I mean,
Traditional, yeah.
I'll just say it right now. I don't care who the artist is. I know it's not going to be Struzen or Sykewitz or Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Those are the only 3 guys that would get me back into masterpieces.
Gelato wouldn't?
I don't even think a Delato would, dude.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because if I go into like the Delato tier, then I'd have to throw in like a bunch of other artists that I like at like his level, and
Mhm.
then I'd have to go in at that level.
Mhm.
If they want my money, it needs to be Struzen, Ross, and Cyclins. That would get my money. But one, they're gonna parallel the shit out of the set.
Yeah.
I know they will. Like
What do you think
2020,
that
they added
the one that
Metal Energy. They're gonna add probably like 3 other crazy ass parallels.
Yeah.
to your point about the adding more, what do you think it's gonna grow by? You know how like the base was up to 1999 or whatever it is? What do you think the new masterpiece is gonna go up to base? 5,000?
No, I don't think they're gonna fuck with the base numbering.
They're just gonna add more inserts and
I
subsets?
think they're gonna add more inserts.
I think that's fun. It's gonna turn in more into like a retro product if you think about it.
Maybe if they do a good job on it. I don't have the
No,
confidence they will.
no, I mean you just convinced me not to have the confidence either.
Yeah, I mean, like look at the What If set, right? The What If set has battle spectrums, not
Mm.
battle spectras. battle spectrums,
Mm.
right? Like they're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping the guys who know like the good sets flock over to the shitty sets.
Yeah.
Buy it. I'm not going to
Yeah.
buy anything called a battle spectrum. That just sounds like a porno. You know,
Oh man, I never thought about it like that.
like I don't want anything to do with. I mean, God, I don't even like thinking about it because that's what I love so much. I love masterpieces so much, and I hate knowing that I'm going to basically be skipping them.
Yeah.
So
I just wish they would bump the tier 4s.
bump them up.
Like, yeah, like make more of them. Don't have like the base cards at 99. It just
Yeah,
makes no sense to me.
but it's
But again,
it's a collect. It's like you got to collect.
Yeah. No, you got to spend some money on that shit.
Yeah, well, look aside from the money. It's designed with a goal in mind.
Yeah.
Like it's a like you're gonna be chasing that shit for years and years and years, and it's genius from like a company standpoint
Hmm.
to keep people on the chase that way. But it's also you can accomplish. Like imagine putting together the whole 1 through 90 set, like the accomplishment you
Yeah.
feel, not just buying it outright, but actually like pulling the
Yeah.
whole set. Dude, it must feel so damn good.
you
Oh,
know
for
what?
sure.
The closest I could think of to that point is I always think about Turkey Birdies with the 1996 masterpiece set that he's been doing gem and mint.
Yeah,
I think
that
I think he's done.
yeah, he's trying to do the gem set.
Yeah.
I thought
Imagine if he completed it. Yeah, to your point, it's been a long time.
it's a long chase, dude.
Yeah.
It is.
It's,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what's keeping me doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's a long chase. It keeps me out of the shitty new product, but keeps me involved in like a lot of the older cool stuff.
Yeah, that's there's still cards that I'm after. To your point, that still keep me interested, and and still like anxious to find. You know what I mean? I still get that feeling. It's cool, man, and I think that that's what I'm taking the time to enjoying the stage is just going back and looking at cards that have been out there that I hadn't seen in a while, or they've dropped to my price range, and now I could acquire them, and it's fun. And even like really fun cards. Like if you guys recently seen, I picked up that like that Venom from like the 90 Comic Images McFarlane in the PSA 9.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Nothing crazy. It was just a super dope card. I picked it up actually for like $60. And it was a pop two. The other guy wanted 500, which was crazy. But I got a great deal on it. I just I love that image. I got the comic to match it, the Venom verse.
That's the one with the lions in his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's dope.
And then you got it from the 2015 retro set. Like
The
that's just
baseball card.
yeah.
Yep.
So yeah. Where was I going with that? I lost my
Chasing all the stuff.
Yeah, just chasing stuff.
The chase. Yeah.
Like
The long.
imagine when that first Surfer Stussy pops at a 10.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not interested in. I've been really. I'm like we were talking about really narrowing down what I would want. That specific server doesn't do it for me. Like I'm good with having a RAW, like for my PC.
We'll
But
see.
yeah,
Yeah, he's not a
I love
server collector anymore.
I'm after Gambit pieces to be
He's a
honest.
Gambit guy now.
Good.
Yeah.
Gambit's
And
good.
I've always been a Gambit guy, this, but
Yeah.
now that's probably the pieces I'm missing the most of is some Gambit pieces. I'm really after that hologram.
The beginnings one?
Yeah.
Just to complete that trio of the recycled artwork we were just talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's ever gonna pop up, man.
it popped up recently, like a week ago.
Why didn't you get it?
Yeah. Bryan,
Yeah, Lucy, why did you get it,
why
man?
ask these type of questions? Like these kind of Yeah,
Did it cost a? Did it
maybe I
go for a
overslept.
car?
Maybe I overslept.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I
Um,
definitely, I'm not the early bird, but I'm definitely the the late night owl.
yeah. Well, dude, but still, like, I put in eBay, you can set up like notifications if something gets listed, right? Like
Yeah.
a card number or whatever.
Bro,
And
I need a siren in my room. Like
dude, you gotta you hook up the little buzzer to the nuts, and then you
oh,
wake up real quick.
ooh. You know what? I'll never miss an auction ever again. I appreciate that.
So, you know, a couple weeks ago, I missed out on those Spider-Man Archive case toppers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the 3 set.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And I was pissed because I bid on it and it was like 3 seconds left. I put in my max bid, and when I did it on my phone, um, it didn't take the bid. Like it blanked out when I bid, and I
That
lost
sucks.
it,
Yeah.
for like whatever they went for. So I set up a little alert, and dude, I never see those comes up ever. As a set,
As a set, no, those are tough.
never see them come up. And it's like there's only one other card that I'm missing to have like a master set.
Yeah.
And that's the rewards card. E10. If anybody listening has it, give me a holler.
Yeah.
That shit popped up last night. The 3 card set.
Oh, you scooped it?
Oh, dude. It had 7 watchers. It was listed for 2 hours, and I just bought that shit. I didn't
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
was like,
I
give
wish that was the case with the Gambit. It was still there after 2 hours. That would have been
it. Yeah, but I put that alert on, and it alerted me, and I was like,
2 hours too late.
man, could you
You got
imagine?
you gotta check those blue dots, man.
No, that's dope. I bet you were happy though to pick that up. You know which
I
one?
was super happy.
When I go back to look at, because I saw it sold a lot of my case toppers, but one I've never owned, so I didn't, I would PC, but I never owned it. Was the one with the Doom image from the 14 universe where he has his arms crossed?
Yeah.
The case topper?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it. The piece that
There's one out there, but they
yeah, the
want
one that
they
matches the
want a lot
diamond.
of money.
What are
Yeah.
they asking? Like 400?
No, it's not crazy. I mean, it's $99, but still, it's not too bad. If you really want it, it's there.
Hold on here, sir.
Yeah. I mean, I have
I was
have
about
the
to scoop
case
it. You better
toppers
get to it. Yeah.
I have the case toppers for most of the sets.
Yeah.
But there was a few that I didn't bother getting. Like the 14 and
Yeah.
what else? The Greatest Heroes. Do I have those? I think I might have those. For me, it's mainly the Embrace Rewards card with Star Fox and She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I finally got that one. And then the that damn Spider-Man rewards card, man. It's fucking killing me. I don't even think there's one in the wild. I honestly don't think so.
Did you ever get? Because I know you were around the same time. Because I only got one, but at the time, I think I saw 3 on eBay. I only one for my copy. The Silver Surfer Rittenhouse Reward. Did you ever get any of those?
No. Which one was that? Was that the clear one?
It's
That's the
definitely
one with like the little squares in the background.
No.
Yeah, comic books. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what this was what you were talking about. But this one's dope. Look at the back, man. And I wish I would have been able to pick up a second copy. Because to your point about not a lot of sets pay attention to the back of the card,
Right.
Yeah.
and those are some dope cards, that paid attention to detail. To your point,
I think that's like Silver Surfer one image in the front.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of cool. I didn't really like that set.
Yeah, me neither. But I just like that. I'm a server guy, and it happened to be the reward card. So
Yeah,
it's like it made sense.
I need to ask Arthur if
He's got a stash.
so he has no Spider-Man archives, from what I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that
early
was too
on.
early.
But I need to ask him if he can find out if anybody even redeemed that card.
Wow.
Because I've never seen it ever. Not even a picture of it. I just know it exists.
Hey, you know what we need to do, guys? We need to and shout out to Near Nirvana, right? The podcast.
Yeah.
We need to do like a ghost card episode. Ghost cards.
Yeah, cards we only hear
That's a good
about.
conversation to have. You know what I mean? Like of things that we've been on the chase for 2 years plus. Like I'll tell you one just for shits and gigs. The 2016 Gambit buyback by Jusco. 2 years been collecting, never came across that card.
92?
The 92 buyback.
The hand numbered auto.
Hand number to 15 and signed by Jusco.
But those
not
definitely
just the metal
exist.
stamp one.
I have that one. The commemorative one.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, 2 years, man. And then don't even get me started with the Lucky Venom. That's like it's already like too repetitive. But
I mean, but we see images of those, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's one guy has it. He's posted it.
Well, he's seen images. So has Bryan. My point is that these don't come up, you know.
Right. So
Oh,
I heard some of those Lucky 8s out of 8. Only like 1 or 2 actually made it out of the factory.
Yeah, that's what Mickey's Precious Metal Gem says.
Yeah, Jacob was saying the same thing. I think
he got it from Mickey.
Oh, okay.
The information. Yeah, because he acquired the Lucky 8 Venom, and I guess when he posted what and he posted what you're referring to when he acquired the Weapon X. Yeah, which is dope artwork on that Weapon X. Even the artwork, by the way, on the Weapon X hologram. Have you seen that? The beginning hologram?
Yeah.
Wow. Those are nice pieces. I'm glad I'm not a Weapon X collector. You know what I mean?
Can you believe they took the best part out of Beginnings for the new Beginnings?
The holograms?
Yeah, the holograms, yeah.
Yeah, there's no more holograms.
Wow.
Yeah. It's going to be a bunch of base. Like a 500 card.
I hope they still have autograph covers.
Yeah, they left in the breakthrough covers.
Yeah.
Those are dope. Hey, by the way, congrats on your ASM 300 one that you just.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah, that's a dope one.
I like that one. That one's pretty cool. I'll be selling that.
For sure.
I don't PC Spider-Man, so.
Hey, maybe hit me up. Maybe we could trade for a couple rubies. You do like the rubies?
I do like the rubies.
Yeah. No, for real. I got a little something for you. Just hold that for me.
Over there.
Don't be Uncle Scrooge over there. All right? Come on.
What are the white ones called again?
Those are diamonds, right?
Those are diamonds. Yes.
I have one of those. I have diamonds. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm telling you, we'll cut this part out, dude, but we definitely need to talk.
We don't need to cut it out.
Right,
they need to see this is how you do deals.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to take that from Elusive, hit up Bryan.
Wow.
Hit him up quick. Quick,
no,
y'all.
You know what? Hit up Bryan. Because I want to see who he ends up sending to, me or you guys, whoever you are.
Yeah, hit up Marvel Cards up, Instagram, IG. He's on 192.
Yep.
Get all the cards away from Elusive, please.
976. Feed me.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to. There are some things that I send up for grading just for the sole purpose of getting a return so I can grade more of the shit.
Yeah.
You know, like Spider-Man just happens to be one of those. You know.
Yeah.
I like X-Men way more than I like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think everybody agrees with that. That's pretty. You know, in the circles we run in, everybody agrees that X-Men is just better overall.
Yeah, like every X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but I would say most.
Dude, I mean, I
wouldn't say, what's that guy's name? Toad? I wouldn't say that guy's better than Spider-Man. He's dope.
No, he's not. But
I'd rather have a Toad card.
I appreciate the universe
Right.
Toad is in a lot more than like who would his counterpart be? Like Chameleon in Spider-Man, something like that. I don't care about those guys.
Yeah.
Chameleon, come on, Tombstone, get out of here.
Tombstone.
Dude, have you seen the new John Wick yet?
Not yet.
No.
I don't know what you're doing, man.
I did see the Mario movie,
I haven't seen
Oh,
that.
yeah, I want to watch that.
dude.
It was
It
dope.
was good. It was good. I won't. I'm not gonna like lay down any spoilers, but there wasn't one thing I didn't like about it. It was just a solid, good movie.
Yeah.
That's dope. I want to see that now. Yeah, man.
Yes. I took the kids to see that up in Vegas.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. That's the last one I've seen. I'm actually gonna go take my wife to go see that new Russell Crowe Exorcist movie, the Pope.
Oh yeah, dude. What is that called? Like the Pope's robe or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard someone describe that as like the LeBron James of popes.
Yeah.
I have no idea why, but supposedly that's how it is. I was like, okay,
Yeah, he'll just
I'm
baptize you
definitely
right
not
on the
gonna check
spot.
that out. Yeah, I was
You
like,
know,
nah, it didn't work on me though. I'll let y'all watch that.
The
that'd be
LeBron
crazy.
James
Imagine
Pope.
that. Yeah, he's exercising kids, more like George Masvidal just baptizing them on the spot.
Right?
Yeah,
Damn. You
yeah.
see that
Okay,
Pope thing?
dunking them.
Yeah, man.
That's gonna be like a new Netflix movie. The Pope that dunks,
Yeah.
filmed on a Sony camera.
Blair Witch style? You're talking about like some Blair Witch camera angles?
Dude, I don't know, man. I would
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
that shit.
Hey, you're the one who knows about photography more than I do, man. I'm just here for the truth.
I just know that they're like one of the Netflix approved cameras to film movies on is like a Sony A7 IV,
Hmm.
which is just
Oh, that's like is that like their minimum requirement for you to film a movie? You're saying?
yeah. If you film a movie on an A7 IV, like they'll approve it,
Oh, okay.
you know, and that's like a consumer camera.
So what is
Yeah.
that price range? Just
Millions of
roughly?
those cameras.
Educate me here. What's the price range roughly on that on a camera?
The A7 IV, I'd say like 2,200 maybe.
And what is like cameras? What kind of cameras does like Christopher Nolan use? Price range?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't even know what they're called, unless they're using like Epic, like Red Dragon, whatever they're called.
And how
If
much?
they're
are
using
those?
those types of things, yeah, like 5 digits.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, up
Oh, so
there.
there's levels. Okay.
Yep.
They have like the unreleased stuff.
But some of that stuff you can't use. I think for like the follow cams, they're on like gimbals and shit.
Mhm.
They probably use smaller ones, so they can.
Yeah.
But they have these mech suits that you can wear. I call them mech suits, but they're I can't remember the name. They're kind of like they're like rigs that go around your body,
Mm.
and they have like pulley systems, so you can have a heavy ass camera, but you don't have the weight of it, so to speak, and it
Okay.
just kind of floats.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I seen that. I've seen that actually.
Yeah, it's weird, and like you can run with it and shit like that, and it just kind of like floats in front of you.
It's
That's
almost
crazy.
like a cheat code in a way. You know what I mean? Like it's for old school people that like were recording like on like a skateboard with an old school camera. You know what I mean? Like really trying to get the shot. You
Yeah,
know, risk not even like looking at oncoming traffic as they're like recording the shot. Like commit it. So now you got what you just described. That's crazy. Yeah.
yeah, you got a suit. All
Yeah.
right, so guys, what are you looking forward to
That's a
in the
good question.
next like I don't know, let's say 1 year. We'll keep it small.
Looking forward to.
As far as what, like, can you give me like a clue on what,
In cards?
Yeah,
like,
cards or comics or just in general, like anything you guys are looking forward to.
Um,
one thing I'll say is like looking forward to seeing how Marvel and going back to like the MCU and actual movies, not shows. I want to see what they do with Doom and Surfer for sure. Like I just want to
Mm,
see who's gonna play them. I want to see if it's gonna be a decent. I'm not even talking about like Oscar-winning scripts, just like a decent script, and they're always gonna do well with the cinematography. I feel so they're
yeah.
always safe there and the CGI. But yeah, that's what I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to. Just like, are they gonna stick to like the comic side and their origin stories, or are they gonna like try to add some sauce to the taco, if you will?
Mm,
Mhm.
sounds good.
Yeah,
Um, I'm looking for more animation. Like, I
Mm,
wish they would do more of that.
like Spider Verse type.
Yeah, why don't they do that with other Marvel properties? Um, like,
mhm.
it'd be cool to
You
have
think-
Fantastic Four, like even almost like DC animated universe, just have like movies that bring stories from the comics in the animated form.
I know where you're going with this, man.
And then
You,
like, you know, animation sets. Why don't we do some of that?
Yeah.
Um and in cards in general, I just want to see new inserts. Like do something new. If you're gonna start paralleling the shit out of cards, like at least make them interesting. Like
Right.
invent something new. Like I think for a long time, Upper Deck's just been doing retro versions like Impel Designs or retro version of you know Marvel Universe sets, and I want to see some new shit.
What if they did what if they did an insert set that was Rittenhouse,
Ooh, yeah,
right? Like using some of their designs.
make a
yeah,
collab.
A
yeah,
little
like
more full
collab.
art. Like to me, that's kind of I'm looking for more full art without any annoying
Mm.
Labels,
stripes
yeah,
or
branding,
logos. Yeah. Just like straight up full art. Give me a card. Doesn't
Yeah,
even
that's
have to
why
have the name on the front.
I think that's what makes those Panini cards dope, like the double impacts dope, because
Mhm.
it's just all about the art on
Yeah.
those cards. You know?
Imagine we get like some incentive autograph like Game of Thrones looking Rittenhouse stuff, but it's like
Ooh.
original art and the
Mhm.
artist is doing the autograph. Like
Yeah.
shit like that would be dope.
That would be cool. I look forward to seeing if they can have a board meeting and pull
Yeah.
heads out of asses and kind of go like, "Look,
Yeah.
guys, we're not doing a good job." But dude, so with the Surfer Doom thing, I read a while ago, maybe like a month ago, that the Surfer is going to be more on lines with the origin to what the cartoon was,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
right? Where he's on his planet and makes his deal and
Mhm.
shit like that.
Yeah.
People just aren't sure if they're going to do that as like a D plus show to introduce that origin, or if it'll be part of like a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, I'd
Right.
rather be that.
I think it would be pretty cool though. Either way,
No,
if
I think what the smart way to do it, or not smart way, the best way I think would be if if they first do it in the movie, they do it well done with a big budget, and then depending on its success, then go back and do like a prequel going back to his beginnings.
Yeah, you
mm,
could always go back. Yeah.
Like
yeah,
that's what they were doing with Loki and stuff. I feel too.
I think I'm right there with you guys on both of those things. I really want to see Doom and Surfer and Fantastic Four. I want to see X Men.
Yeah, X-Men animated. That's another thing I was gonna tell you.
I'm
X-Men.
done with like Avengers stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like it looks cool. I don't really connect with it. You
Yeah.
know, like Winter Soldier, that's all I needed. And
Yeah. It's
I
one
don't
of the
need to see
best.
anything else.
Yeah.
Are you
Um
looking for the Guardians 3? Just as a fun watch?
yeah, it was a fun watch.
But
Like
But
like
for the kids,
go to
you
a
know?
theater? I don't know about that.
I wouldn't pay. I don't want to say people don't pay, but to me, it's like just doesn't do it for me, man.
Yeah.
That's all. I want to be into shit that actually does it for me. Money is scarce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the Mario movie, okay, I'm gonna drop a lot of money on that. I grew up like that's a part of my childhood.
Yeah.
Let's get that. Galaxy. It's just jokes.
Yeah. So it is.
Jokes and Zoe Saldana's beautiful ass. Like,
don't you think that Deadpool's the same way then with Ryan Reynolds? It's just jokes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I won't see Deadpool in the theater. I didn't see any of the Deadpools in the theater.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying. I'm saying it's kind of the same style, just different and a different take.
Yeah, it's just jokes. You know, I think with Deadpool though, it's intentional, right? Like Guardians, it wasn't jokes. Like their book runs weren't jokes. It's just Gunn's take on the Guardians made them more jokey.
Yeah.
You know, whereas Deadpool, he's always been jokes.
Yeah.
So the intent is a little bit different.
And like just new genres within Marvel Universe. Just make some horror shit.
Yeah.
Make some darker shit. Make some violent stuff.
I think we'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, to your point, going back to about the type of design you were talking about with the Spider-Verse. What's that style? You know, the way they drew.
I mean, that's their own. Like, it's just
Well,
like a lot. It's like very kinetic. It's a lot of layering, a lot of just textures that reminds of like Kirby dots and all kinds of stuff. So
imagine if they did that with Batman the Animated Series. They redo it that way.
well, there is a Batman animated, almost like a year one, very noir, like more less playful tone that's coming out on Amazon. They got 2 seasons with
cool.
Bruce Timm and like the whole crew.
Nice.
So that's gonna be interesting. But like, Marvel has all the characters, man. Like
almost.
Like
we're
they
missing
have so much stuff. Like, why don't we get like a retro inspired, Fantastic Four with some like, Kirby imagery? Like you can do all kinds of fun stuff in animation with that.
Have you seen Moon Girl?
Mm-mm.
You haven't watched Moon Girl and
No,
Double
I
Dance?
haven't checked it out.
Yeah, check it out.
I should check it out. Yeah,
it's fun, dude. It's really fun.
And like we're getting X-Men, but they just have everything. We keep getting like similar movies over and over. It's just we need a little change.
You know which movies I do enjoy is the Doctor Strange movies.
Yeah,
Strange has been good.
I like those.
Yeah, Strange has been good.
The Loki show was really good.
The goat was too much for me on Thor. Like it was funny, like a couple of times.
Bad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, come on, man. Who really? Because it made me not even take the movie serious after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you expect that, going back to your point, like you expect that maybe from like Guardians of the Galaxy, but you don't expect that from a Thor.
Right.
So it was just weird.
I think Zeus was the jokes too. Like he was just not the Zeus that should have even been made. Like Crow could have murdered that role, but they made jokes.
Like who think about this? Like who writes that?
Isn't that Taika? I think Taika does the page 1 script, and then like they hire somebody to come in and tighten it up.
Yeah, like it's rough, no?
It was rough, and I love Ragnarok, but this wasn't even funny. This was just kind of.
I like Bale though.
You know where I laughed? Like,
that was good.
And I didn't even know who the character was. I was talking to Jacob, and he talked about Lady Sith, right?
Yeah.
Like, the only scene you see her, and she got like handled. She got hit with the 1-2 buckle my shoe, and like you're like, dude, I thought that this guy was started a whole PC, a whole
He's like,
ladies saga.
no. But Marvel characters can't pull a hamstring.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
solid point.
Jacob, where's all them lady sits at? Come on,
Yeah, that's crazy.
bring them out the closet, man.
No, he doesn't do that anymore, man. He's only a original art collector now.
Oh yeah.
Sketch collector.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I like Bale's role. That's probably the only reason I still, if I have nothing to watch and I'm like, I'll watch it. He's the one thing that kind of keeps me in it.
Yeah.
Is his role. He did a good job on that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how. I mean, we'll see how DC turns out with the new stuff. Maybe they put a little pressure on Marvel, but like you hear all these rewrites going on for Blade and like Fantastic Four. It's just doesn't sound good.
You know what I'm more interested in movies outside even Marvel, if they same thing don't mess it up themselves, is the whole Alien franchise. Because I was into the Prometheus, followed by the Aliens Covenant, and it was Ridley Scott was doing those, and I hope they
They're doing new ones.
Huh?
They're doing a new one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I hope they continue that timeline. Is what I was trying to get to.
Well, did y'all watch the new Predator one? Which I think it was called Prey.
Yeah,
that was really dope.
It was good.
It was really dope.
It's on Hulu or was it on?
Yeah, it was on Hulu.
Okay,
that was really good. I like how they connected that too to like colonials.
Yeah, like stuff like that is interesting.
Yeah, I just thought that was dope because the whole engineers. I don't know if you got into the Prometheus and all that.
Yeah.
It's dope, man.
I like that universe. I think that universe is really, really cool. It just has to be done the right way. Like Alien 3, they kind of dropped the ball. But all the rest were pretty good.
Yeah. I think hopefully it's better now, man, because I think in the past, I think it was just like everything, right? Like people were trying to control the director or the writers or whomever, and instead of letting them like flow and get the story they wanted out there. And hopefully now it's less restrictive. But again, dealing with these IPs is what makes it tough, because they don't really have like creative control in anything.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have Hulk soon. I heard they're close to getting Hulk from Universal.
Hulk.
So
I'm PC. I'm done with Hulk PC, just so you know. But the pieces I got, I'm forever keeping, man.
Yeah. So we're gonna see probably a whole lot of Hulk coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm curious about is the Thunderbolts movie is basically the sequel to Hulk 2.
That's weird. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But we're not getting Norton. So I'm wondering if they're going to try to get Norton in there somehow.
Or Ruffalo? You think they're going to get?
Well, I think Ruffalo's definitely going to be probably in it, right? I would think.
He has to be. Yeah.
They might even try to do some multiverse stuff and even get Eric Bana back too for like a Spidey 3-piece Hulk scene.
Dude, that would be crazy. If he came in as like Gray Hulk or something.
No, well, they all come back as Hulks, remember? Like but just
regular ass Hulk
from their own universe.
That's too many Hulks.
That's what they did with Spider-Man. That's what I'm saying.
Because that'd be like 4. Yeah, but Spider-Man's all thin. You can get him on.
Yeah.
4 giant Hulks. Right?
It's a lot of space, man.
It's too much. Right? It's too much green on the screen.
I'll go with it.
Because you're gonna have Ross, who's gonna be big as hell and red.
Yeah.
And then Ruffalo, who's already a big Hulk. Even as Smart Hulk, he's pretty big.
Yeah.
But then the other Hulks, dude, they are huge.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of exciting, though. I'm looking forward to Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun. I like Hulk. I low-key really, really like Hulk.
Yeah. Well, Yeah, I got some Hulk diamonds, but I was gonna say no, I was gonna say, you know what would be really dope because they kind of did this. Imagine now what they're more capable of in the as far as editing and CGI. Do you remember like the old school X-Men movies with Nightcrawler?
Yeah, yeah, they
Yeah,
did a
if they
good
did
job on
that,
him.
if they do a film on Nightcrawler, an origin story, right? Just like one on Gambit and
Yeah.
one.
I
They
mean, they
need
have.
to. The way, in my opinion, right, would be dope. Would be a fun idea is if they take the same concept they did with like the Avengers, introducing each one the origin story, and then
Mm,
start tying them in together into
They
the X.
have to. They
right.
have to
That
do
would
that.
be the way to do it, and it'd be
They,
dope. Like you got, but my point was that with the Nightcrawler with special effects,
Yeah, that
that's
looked
gonna be a
tough.
dope movie if they don't fuck it up. That would be a really dope movie.
no.
And they used a really good sound effect for that, the disappearing. Like,
Yeah, the smoke
everything was
effect.
perfect
Yeah,
with that effect.
yeah,
I could dig that.
yeah,
I
dude.
like Nightcrawler. Yeah.
It reminds me of like going back to what we always go back to Color Blast.
Color Blast. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Color Blast made a noise, it'd be that Nightcrawler.
Yo, they need to make a Nightcrawler Color Blast card.
Oh, see, if Upper Deck had an insert set of all black Color Blast,
Oof.
dude,
It sounds
What,
like
like
we just need
Nightcrawler?
Upper Deck to lose the
over,
license. That's all.
over. They'd have. I mean, I would have to have those.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you wouldn't want to do that.
No,
Yeah.
no, you want gold linear, however you say it, linearities, and
Yeah.
you want spectrums, and
Totems.
you want D plus shows.
Yeah.
So that's a
That's,
wasted effort. Give me
yeah.
Color Blast. That I'd go into any set that had that. I don't even care if they sold a pack of blank cards and that you had a chance to hit that.
Wow, you're busting the Pokemon move now too? You're throwing
Yep,
every other Pokemon?
yep. If
That's
they
so
just sold like mystery bags,
yeah.
you got me. Give me
Oh
those.
yeah, Mr. Max. Yeah.
Those would look so good. Can you imagine like a Doom on a black card, like matte black,
Yeah. No, it'd be
right?
crazy.
With crazy yellow and green color blasts behind.
Yeah.
That'd be really dope.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, like one thing I'll say, you know, and this might be controversial, but it's just my take on it on the Wolverine Stutzy. I don't know if you saw the post from Cool Card, but I guess he had got a 9.5 BGS on it at one point,
Mhm.
and he sold it, and he was just putting pretty much like a wanted poster of him. He wants it, he'll buy it back, you know. But what I noticed that it wasn't a true gem, right? It was 9595995 or
Mhm.
whatever.
Is that
If
silver?
you go, no, that's the gold label on the old rules.
Okay.
So my point was that um, if you notice, the Spider-Man is the easiest one to gem from the main characters, and the Wolverine's the worst, along with Doom. But I would say obviously Wolverine being the bigger character, um, they all have the centering issue,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So even in the 9.5 that he sold, I wouldn't pay that personally. I would not pay the price for a 9.5. I'd rather pick up a PSA 9 because I feel that that's what in that case when it's not a quad 9.5.
Right.
And I know for a fact that's when we're talking about the nuances of like sets and certain cards. I know enough to be like, you know what, I won't pick up that 9.5 because to me that centering is not 9.5 centering,
Right.
Yeah.
and that's what I would want to see from that specific card.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I
You
don't
need
Hmm?
the visual appearance, which, going back to how you introduced me, right, with SGC, they're
Okay.
so strict on centering
Mhm.
Mhm.
that visually you see a good card on the front. You
Yeah, but
know,
they were lax in the back centering, I remember.
they are all the companies are pretty lax in the back, except
Yeah,
BGS. Probably.
it really comes down to you're right though, because there's another card that I'm still after, so I won't name, but Doom knows what I'm talking about. Where all the backs. So it's to your point. They're
Yeah.
very nice on back centering, but still up to you to know what a well centered card looks like right in the back.
Yeah.
And to me, it's kind of like once I get this card right, it shouldn't take too long. But once I do, I'll let you know before this ends. But everybody else, I'll definitely let everybody else know in a later episode what it was. And I'll explain why it matters, because if you have a pop report and a PSA 10 of a certain card, let's say you have 20 in the pop, right? Which is pretty low, I would say, for a top character.
Sure.
And you find out that out of those 20, only actually 3 or 4 are 9.5 or better centering.
Yeah.
That's like something's going on right there. And obviously those should be valued at higher. Not all tens are created equal, as we know.
That's definitely true.
Wolverine Stussy, there's one PSA 10.
Yeah.
38 graded.
And
There's
again,
0 for Surfer.
0 Surfer.
And again, I would argue that I would want to see that 10, and I think I'd grade it a 9 if I saw it, as far as because of the centering.
In Doom, there's 4 10s, 26 graded.
And the opposite is true. Just like I was talking about that Wolverine with the Spider-Man from the set, I remember early on buying a 9 BGS 9 from Cool Card, and it was 959599. So it was a strong 9. And again, I don't want to pay the price of a 10 when that 9 is so strong. It looks like it might even cross to a PSA 10, to be honest with you. But it satisfies my eye appeal as a collector.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
20 10s for the Spider-Man out of 40. So half of them are 10s.
You graded one of them.
Yeah, I graded one.
Did you get 10 on yours?
Yep.
Nice.
I think I was one of the first people who sold it.
He set the comp.
It was around 600, 700.
Yeah. So I see them going off for like 2 and 3 at auction, and I'm like, nah.
I will say,
if you want it, you bid it. Not letting it go for that cheap.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Cartoon, man.
Yeah, that's another thing I've always wanted to know, is what the print one was on that compared to like the Upper Deck Gallery. Because it was also only like an exclusive to the Stutzy or Stutzy brand.
That would be a good question. That'd be a good question to find out.
My guess, I don't know, but from if I had to judge it based on how often they come up, you see packs readily available like all the time. The prices fluctuate on them, but you see them. You never see boxes.
Bill has a box.
Well, he has a box because sometimes stuff works that way. One of those the mysteries of the universe. I don't know. We won't get into that. Bill doesn't even collect that box. So Bill, that's tisk.
It was one of those story times with elusive combos.
Yeah, but my point was that those boxes don't ever come up. So how many boxes were made? It's tough to know. So all we see is the packs, like the Upper Deck Gallery. So I don't know. I would have to guess like 5,000. If I had to guess.
I was gonna say it's probably under 5, but who knows? Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3, maybe it's 4, but I'd say definitely under 5, just based on like how many stores they probably had those boxes sitting at.
Yeah.
And the other one, by the way, that I think it's like its twin, or the yin to the yang. So this is the card we're talking about. But with the Impel design, these took on the 92 X-Men design, but the promo. You see how they're like literally yin yang? There's also the black suit versus the red suit. It's like, and one's like modern, one's vintage, you could say.
Yeah.
But this one's so dope. Same thing. It's just a strong 9. But the tough one on this, as you know, is the centering.
Right.
This is so hard to get well centered. And again, that's another example where you take the 9 all day. Like, this is a super nice card, man. And I don't know how many of those cellophane packs there are made. Do you know that?
No.
And how many of them are you gonna get OC, and you're not even gonna be able to get them?
No.
You know, like, yeah. But hey, don't listen to me. Go get you some Fleer Ultra Avengers. Go get you some medallions. What are we saying? No, I'm not that.
Some paper rolled medallions.
You wouldn't want any of this stuff. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Nobody wants the stuff we're looking at.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right.
You don't want us to lag. All right, man.
Yeah, no talking shit.
Yeah, listen.
All right.
We gotta
Let me shout myself out. Go follow me on Instagram, Marvel Cards Up. Go follow me on Whatnot. Buy some shit that I'm trying to sell to you. It's all modern new stuff that I don't want.
For sure.
Nah, just kidding. Guys, it was awesome. You know I love talking with you guys, and
likewise, man.
And I like exploring conversation this way. This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let's have a good time, man, for sure.
All right. Peace out, guys.
All right, man. Peace. All right, y'all. We're gonna get to our shout outs. Before we get there, go reach Marvel Cards Up. Selling a bunch of nice stuff. He's got some nice stuff. Look, sometimes you might see some, you think there might be base cards or something. He's got some nice stuff. You just gotta reach out to him.
Yeah, he has. He's one of the collectors, man, that, in my opinion, has good taste, and he knows he has. He knows what he's going after. He has his own style of collecting, and it's cool, man.
Yeah, he definitely has a lot of great stuff. So reach out to him if you're looking for something. But shout outs, bro. Shout out time. Shout out to OCGHP. I believe that's Instagram. He had a nice Doom we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you mean the ball you didn't catch that you fumbled?
Yeah, some might say that.
I mean, you would say that. I would say
someone else wanted it, but I had to go.
Well, I don't think you really wanted it at the time.
I mean, look, I was letting it slide because I was on my I don't need no more stuff. But if y'all just gonna let the guy dangle it in front of you for something,
you came down your high horse.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go reach out to him like, yo, you looking for sketches? Okay, now shout out to him. We did a trade.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
And I'll show that card off. People know what that is once they see it. Shout out to the Doom fan chat. I know Elusive, you're not in there because you're not official Doom guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, dog. I didn't create the chat, but
wow.
You're not in there.
He was not about that comment.
No, shout out to them. I believe free and a couple of the guys,
Oh shit. On a couple of the guys.
Yeah, they sent the invitation. It's been dope, man.
I don't know. Never mind.
There's a bunch of solid Doom collectors in there. So shout out to them. And again, like overall, shout out to all the homies making moves. A lot of people, getting rid of stuff, trading stuff, moving stuff, switching. Some guys get into some more comics, original art, whatever your flavor is. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, man. I like to see the homies keep getting stuff, getting more success, changing shit up. I'm with it.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna keep it short for me, man. My only shout out this week, a shout out to the homie Arthur Collection Kings. Hope you're doing well with your family, man. Have a great time, and we need to have you back on, man. It's been long overdue. We need to have a conversation.
Yeah, man. Like I know Jacob's trying to get conversation going, and you keep ignoring the chat, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Elusive, stop ignoring the chat, dog.
Don't do this round, dude. Go ahead and apologize right now.
So shout out to Arthur. We definitely need to chat with Arthur. See what's up.
Yeah.